Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were right up on top of the hill there at the Overlook. We were speaking to an elf friend of ours. What was the name of the guy that we were talking to here? Lathlorn. We got sent here to see this, to collect relics from someone in the town. Had wanted us to come here and see what relics we could take, since they said that the elves wouldn't be needing them anymore. They weren't here for a long time. Excuse me, having some Callingun, that's the guy. And Lathlorn, we found into him, and he said we would, any artifacts of any historical value and historical interest, as he says, he would like for us to bring back to him. Because he said, the elves may not live here anymore, but they do respect and value their area. So that's what we're going to work on. We need to explore the tallest tower. We need to explore the southern court, the northwest dock, defeat 8 raiders, and collect 6 relics or 8 relics, however many relics we need to collect. So we're going to do that now. Fortunately, we should be able to do a lot of these in stealth. So I hope everybody's been having a good time. Hope you've enjoyed the Harvest Fest. And the Haunted Barrow, I didn't get to do as much of it. As you can see, I'm still 104 and still at the same level of XP. I did not get to do as much of it as I was hoping I would be able to do. It's just heavy adorn. That's for the scholars. Heavy adorned chests. All right, so that's the scholar thing of this level, is it? All these raiders running around. Everybody's into cardio now, apparently. All right, I see another relic over here. We can definitely go and grab that, hopefully. What we got? An Ethelon relic. These dusty fragments may once have been interesting or valuable, but it is impossible to tell for certain. All right, once this guy finished. No, of course. That's fine. I think we can take him out. As soon as we actually target him instead of the chest, of course. Yep, he goes down quick. That's got one of our 8 raiders out of the way. I wouldn't want to have to fight too many of them at once. But one at a time, they're not going to be a big deal, are they? Okay. I wonder if we get any off of the raiders as we kill them. Yes, we did. Nope. That was the one that we just happened to be. Alright. So that's 2 relics down. I see a number of them scattered about. But yeah, we didn't get to do that as much. We got kind of busy as it went on. We talked about being tired. Y'all may notice the sound. I'm not throwing up sorry about the sound quality here. Y'all are actually getting to hear the normal sound quality of my voice and all, because I've got I'm at my place, so I do apologize. Y'all actually get to hear me as I normally am. So sorry about that, but I am back at my house now. I went back to work on Monday. It is now Friday. Yeah, it's Friday now. I went back to work. I worked Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Full 12-hour shifts all 3 nights. I'm no longer on any restrictions as far as work goes, at least for the moment. I have been told that an abandoned chest. Let's see what's in the abandoned chest. Maybe there'll be some coin in there. Pay for this ride we took to get here. Like, dang. I was kind of amazed. Require scholar's class. Adorn chest. Oh, okay. My bad. Saw that one at the earlier part and thought this was a different thing. A lot of scholars nodes here. It's Nice to know that if you need to work on your scholars, just find an old elven ruin. Looks like they are loaded with these chests. Take this dude out. So yeah, I've gone back to work. Worked a full shift, a full 3 shifts. Did well with that. And being that I'm back at work, my wife has decided that I no longer need adult supervision. Oh, funny her. I've needed adult supervision all my life. But I suppose it is a case of buying an equip ear. Lesser dexterous earring of finesse. 251. That's actually pretty nice. Let's keep that. And some parchments for scholars. I'll send that off to Lumos. But apparently I'm well enough, she considers I don't need her direct supervision any longer. And I will agree with that. It's been interesting, actually pretty much living with my wife for the last 3 months. Living in the same house and all that. That has been quite fascinating. I gotta say, I do not understand how a lot of you people do that. It was not, it's as usual, it was not. The buildings along the southern court are intact, but empty. Okay, so this is the southern court. Down in this area. Alright, so that's the first part down. Let's see what we can find in there. I did a little inventory maintenance, and thank God I did. We're not having to worry about, at the moment anyway, running around and having a whole bunch of... what am I going to throw away now? But I got to say, work was not bad. In the sense of my health. The chemo I'm on, I finished my first month of chemo as well. Yay! Only 5 more months to go. The side effects are getting a little rougher. They are getting a little rougher as stuff builds up in my body. But they're still quite tolerable so far. And yeah, let's not collect every backpack and chest we come across right now. Let's try and get some of this stuff done. As I'm coming across all the the side effects and all, the drug gets built up in my body. I do feel the effects more. But they've been quite tolerable so far as working and that kind of thing goes. So I've been happy. These must be the docks. Corsair ships have moored at the docks of Ethelon. All right. A bunch more adorned chests. Do you see any relics? I'm not seeing any relics down this way. A lot more wooden chests too. Apparently a lot of wooden chests and a lot of backpacks down this way. All right. We got that. Now we need to collect 3 more Corsairs and then climb the tallest tower. So we're not looking for relics any longer. Now we're just looking for Corsairs to murderize. Let's take a look out through here. Come down here to the Elven. I will be so happy whenever we get the Grey Havens. Give it a taste of what they look like right here, I imagine. Alright, are you the only guy here? It does look like it. Wow. Alright, that didn't take much. Sorry to kill you on your own ship. That was probably not very polite of me. One more raider here. Let's get back into position and... boom! Nice. Nice to work like a burglar. So yeah, as time is going on, I'm definitely noticing that there are more side effects going on that I wasn't having before as the medications build up in my body. So the next 5 months or so are going to be interesting just to see how, things progress and all. Climb the tallest tower now. I wonder, is that the tallest tower? That the tallest tower? Let's see if I can find which one of all these things has a door that we can go up in. Any of these. Any of these at all. Do you have a door? Well, that one does, but it's not one we're going to go in. I'm beginning to wonder if being partially scatterbrained is part of it too, because I keep kind of losing the thread here, don't I? All right, let's just wind it up. Back at work, feeling okay. Not too many horrible things going on. So, at my home again, and can record on my rig and all again. Isn't that nice? I thought so. Okay, can I come around this way? I can. Do we have an entry into this tower here? Entry? Anything at all? No, we don't. But hey, the tower, at least the tallest tower at Ethelon, once kept watch over the sea. Okay, so all we had to do was walk around the outside of it. Well, that's kind of jippy, not letting us get back into it. It'd been nice to be able to go up into it and keep watch over the sea, wouldn't it? Interesting ships, those Corsair ships. I'm not sure what all the little spiky bits actually accomplish, but they do look scary, don't they? Let's go back up to Lathlern, up on the thing, and give him our relics and everything back, and see what he has to say here. So I did not get, because of being back at work, I did not get to do nearly as much of the festival as I was hoping to for a change. That's fine. We've got Christmas coming up. It will be coming up eventually, and y'all know Christmas is my favorite of all the Yuletide festivals, my favorite of all the festivals they run. And I will definitely be skipping along through it and getting the stuff for it every day. And one of the reasons why, of course, I've shown y'all before, I can put my graphics into low and bring up 2 screens and run both characters, both this and Glennoran, at the same time. And it makes it so much easier to level people up that way. Alright, Book 1, Chapter 7. The Abandoned Refuge. We've been talking to him. You saw everything that he wanted us to do. Let's see what he's got to say.
It always warms the heart to meet a new friend in these dangerous days.
We do not have enough warriors to cast the Corsairs into the sea, but your efforts in the refuge have told them that even an abandoned refuge is never truly forgotten by the elves. So we'll get our enhancement runes, which we got quite a number of.
I am Lathlorn, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim.
Like I said, we definitely need to go back and visit Rivendell and do some work leveling up our legendary item a bit. Book 1, Chapter 8, The Dorthaneth. It is time for me to introduce myself properly, my friend. I am Lathlorn, and I am proud to count myself among the Avarim. We were tasked by Círdan the Shipwright. Oh, good Lord, talk about serendipitous. I was just talking about the Grey Havens. We were tasked by Círdan the Shipwright with maintaining a watch on Ethelon, and have done now for some time, removing overgrown brush and keeping the paths clear, and ensuring that the docks remain free of debris. If the havens of Mithlon become untenable, this would be the last place from which any of my people could depart Middle-earth for the Undying Lands. The men of Umbar that occupy Ethelon do us a grievous turn, and do not even know of it. Dorthaneth is the leader of the Avarim, and you can find her in the cave where we reside for now. If you follow the road southwest on the way to Dol Amroth, You will come to a rocky cleft in the ground to your right. Follow it down to a cliffside path over the water, and you will come to the entrance. Tell Dorthaneth of your experiences in this land, for she has a wisdom about her, and has proven a capable leader of the Avarim for as long as I have known her. Find the entrance to the cave of the Avarim, overlooking the sea. All right, we can do that. Cool. So this place, Ethelon, I am going to have to go and... Oh, please? What? Really? I'm going to have to go and look it up. Is this the place from which Legolas and Gimli? Is this where Legolas built his boat and he and Gimli crossed to the Undying Lands together as part of the Fellowship? Is that where we are? It could very well be. That could be what this place is. All right. I had to do a little red text or brown text here would tell us what it is that's going on. Okay, so we need to head down toward Dol Amroth. So down in this area, let's follow the road back whence it came. And then head down that way and keep our eye out. Biggest clue will be whenever we see that little arrow disappear on our map. We'll know that we're in the area and we need to start looking. That's got me intrigued. I wonder if that's this area. If it is, isn't this the haven that some other famous elf or so disappeared from and took the path across? Took the journey across back to Valinor and the Undying Lands. I believe it is. I still have not watched any of the Rings of Power. It's shame on me. I know they keep calling it Tolkien fan fiction, but that's okay. I like fan fiction. Hell, this game is Tolkien fan fiction. So the thing I would have to say is I've been on several forums where people were complaining about the let's say less than totally accurate to the book nature of the story and everything, and yes, in that particular case it was a situation where it was folks that played the game and it's like, well, you don't seem to have a problem playing the game here or any of the other games and all that. Hell, the Lord of the Rings movies. Go back, look at the Lord of the Rings movies, and especially the Hobbit movie, but we'll skip that for the moment. They're just Tolkien fan fiction. That's all they are. Get over it, people. Enjoy it for what it is. If you want 100% accurate and canon with the books, go read the damn books. They're there. They exist. You'll enjoy them. God knows I still do. Very, very much. Wow. Plenty of things there again. All right, let's see. A cleft. Hill to the right. Pointing back this way again. So do we need to somehow get down that way? That's what I'm thinking. How are we going to accomplish that? There we go. Look for the cleft, Gnarlo. Look for the cleft. I'm feeling like the TV show coupling. Was it Jeff? Was that the character's name? The one that was always like, cleft, gusset. He was so happy whenever he had, ran across the woman that he wanted to date that couldn't speak English. Entrance to a cave yawns in the cliffside to your left, the hideout of the Avarim. Yes. He was so happy when he came across the beautiful woman that couldn't speak English. Because that way he said, oh, there's something I've always wanted to say. And it started going, cleft, gusset, and all that kind of stuff. All those, as to him, what he thought were filthy words. Let's go on in here, see the leader of the Avarim. Let's see what she has to say about everything. I'm going to zoom back in. I'm not sure if we've been in a elven cave before. Look at interesting plants and what looks like the Guardian of Time here from Star Trek. Do I want to walk through that? Walk through that and go back and keep Hitler alive and cause us to lose the war? Really? Yeah, I can't remember being in an elven cave before. I'm sure at some point it's our duty to watch over the refuge of Ethelon, though long abandoned. Or though it be abandoned. Although it abandoned. I like to give several different readings so that the director is able to pick and choose which one he wants in the editing process. Good grief. Do you think he could be a little bit closer to the entrance here? Really? Is it this far? It's a good thing you elves are immortal, because I think mortal people will get tired of the stroll to your office here. This is like the tendency that executives have of, in many cases, wanting their, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Wanting their, the cave is the home of the Apharim in this land. Do no harm here or pay the price. I can only imagine. This is beautiful. I like this. Like, why do you build a brand new refuge right next door to the old ruined abandoned refuge? Why didn't you just take over the old abandoned refuge? This is, oh, elves. Elves. Jeez. What can you do? What can you do? Alright. Beautiful place. We're going to keep wandering around until we see nice statue of Elbarath up there. Keeps wandering around. There we go, until we see a ring appear on our map. Let's see. So you're further up that way then, maybe. Let's not make this easy. But yeah, I was saying that combination of executives who want to be as far above the minor little people as they can get, and the case of why didn't y'all just take back the refuge instead of building this entire place here and all and maintaining it and the other place? Why didn't y'all just go in and take over and maintain the other place? It's like the stuff where you see where they will, a Walmart will come in and take over an old abandoned Academy Sports, let's say. And they'll tear down the Academy Sports and build their Walmart in the place. Tear down one big metal box and build another metal box almost just like it, right on top of it. Like, let's see, book 1, chapter 8.
I am called Dorthaneth, and I have chosen to care for the Arboretum.
Welcome to Bephalas, Gnarlo. I am called Dorthaneth, and I have chosen to care for the elves here as a mother does. They are the Apharim, and they have come to this land to watch over the refuge of Ethelon and keep it safe from danger. Danger threatens it now, as you've seen. Men of Umbar have come ashore in great number, too many for my few Apharim to drive away. A guest is lately arrived, and we just spoke about these raiders. Go to him and hear what he has to say, for his news signals trouble for the Apharim and for the folk of Gondor as well. Do see him across the way. His name is Galdor, and he has lately arrived from Imladris. All right. Galdor, where are you at, my friend? You're across the way, which means all the way down there again. Of course. Of course, all the way down there. That's fine. It's all right. It's not like I have anything better to do with the very few years of my life than keep running back and forth across lands to talk to elves. No problem whatsoever. And look how casual you are, Mr. Hot.
I know your face, for I came to Imladris some months ago and saw you there.
A council was held, and many courses decided. but we will not speak of them here. Know that I hold you in esteem and consider you an ally, and we bear friends in common. It is that sense of kinship that drives me to tell you this. Do not underestimate the corsair threat. I gave Dorthaneth the same morning. In my journey here, I came near to a group of Umbar men and overheard their talk. They spoke in reverent tones of the heirs of Castamere and the Scourge, but it is not these names that fill me with anxiety. No, the flame of my concern is kindled by the passion with which the Umbar men spoke of their loyalty. Any of them would die in the name of the heirs, and gladly, which is not a trait I've heard associated with that people before now. Something has changed. I will set out for Mithlond in a few days, but not forget my warning. Up to Dorthaneth in the cave at Abaddon. Could we just not get together and have a council or something? Do we have to continue running back and forth? Yeah, y'all could just turn and shout this at each other, you know? I mean, you probably with your elf ears, if your elf ears are as good as your elf eyes, you can probably just whisper to each other and do fine.
Galdor is right to worry. The men of Umbar have not possessed loyalty like this for years.
And it was once believed that people would decline and no longer pose a threat to their neighbors across the bay. I do not believe these heirs of Castamere truly descended from that king. But I paid little attention to the histories of Gondor, and could not say for certain. The lives of men are brief. Before many a season is past, they fall, like the leaves of the trees in my home. I have never recorded either. Woo-hoo! Lord, just the understated arrogance of the elves. I mean, she's not trying to be arrogant and all, but it's just natural. Dorthaneth is silent for a long time, and you've almost decided to leave her in peace when she speaks again. 4 weeks later, I would be content to remain alone, listening to the sound of the water falling and the sighing of the wind in the trees. But as long as the Avarim must remain here, I will care for and protect them. There are others too with whom I feel a kinship and would safeguard.
Go to Dol Amroth and give Lothiriel my warning.
Alright, Book 1, Chapter 9, a message for Lothiriel. That is what we will do next time, and then we will finally have a stable at Dol Amroth, and we will be able to stop having to run all the way from Mithlond. What was the name of the place? Morlad, because Morlad is the only place in that particular region of Gondor, and you have to run everywhere else, even though they're stable masters. Okay, folks, I hope y'all have enjoyed it. It is nice to be back in Middle-earth and doing stuff again. It really is. I'm looking forward to it. Got a couple of days off of work, and I would like to try and get another one of these done before I have to go back again and suffer. One thing it is, just to get back to the whole situation again, the biggest complaint I have about work and being on chemo is just tiredness. I'm just dog tired all the time. But it makes it so that work is actually nice that we're so darn busy, because it means that I don't have to worry about getting sleepy. Did not have that happen any of the 3 nights. Alright, folks. We've enjoyed it. Thank y'all for coming along. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.